maybe you can, maybe I feel like if you was to say that to me, I would not be as offended as you if I would. Well, by the way Taj expressed it. So that's what I was saying. I think it is like I don't want to hear about it like every day, but I do think it's worth being a part of some form of a communication. I mean, I don't think that we shouldn't be going to restaurants and doing certain things because that bring back memories of your ex. Like, I don't think that that should be a thing. So that's one thing.
Ghosting. I'm not exactly sure if I'm going. I'm not yet. I'm still like it's still up for debate. We gonna see. Like I said, them tickets has a bit.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Nobody brought this up because this is important. What if he still have, or what if whatever person you dating with, they didn't work out in a relationship, but they still remain friends, and he has to bring her up because, or she has to bring him up because they're still friends.
I mean, I think it's how it's brought up, how frequent it is, and things like that.
When you say still friends, does that mean a line of communication? That might not be a red flag, but it's definitely orange.
Yeah, it got to be
No, and it's
boundaries
not,
set.
It's an
because I'm
orange
still
flag.
cool with my ex and all of them,
But I
and they
bet you
be
got
new.
boundaries, right?
Like some of their girlfriends, the ones that be insecure and like when they meet me, like they be real insecure and fucked up. They end up not lasting with them girls. But them girls that be like, oh hi Cairo, and we have like a friendship, and they know like that their relationship lasts. Cause you got a lot of people that's still cool with their exes.
You speak for me. That
Yeah,
don't mean, but I don't
I
have a
can say
line
the
of
same.
communication with
I
my
can say the
ex.
same. But like I said, am I if I'm with somebody like that, am I talking to them every day, having long conversations and stuff? Like I said, boundaries have to be set.
That's key.
But what about loyalty?
What about the line of communication, Cairo? You danced around that. We're so you cool with your exes. I'm cool with my exes too. I don't have their phone numbers. If I'm with a chick, I wouldn't want that to ruin, and vice versa. I wouldn't want my chick, this my chick, if she my chick. I don't need you talking to your exes.
Oh hell no.
See, I couldn't agree with that, but I do think that it is a boundary. Like, I feel like they
Yeah,
shouldn't be one of your top friends that you talk to every day, or you text
right.
every day, or y'all send memes to each other every day. I don't think it needs to be that, and maybe I would have a concern about that. Because why y'all not together? If this is the way y'all communicate, if y'all all good, y'all all friends, why y'all ain't together?
Because
And I
some people
mean,
work better as friends instead of a relationship. They're pair better as friends. Because me and my ex, we was together for 8 years, but we're still really good friends. Like I'm cool with the dudes that I date and used to. Some of them broke up. We still have a relationship where I call them my boyfriend right here. He's not tripping. He's not insecure. They have a lot of people out there that have relationships like that. And I think sometimes a relationship is about compromising. You have to compromise in a relationship. It's not always about you, because sometimes that person may feel like, hey, me and this person didn't work out in a relationship, but that person always had my back. And I choose loyalty over anything because I've been having a relationship with them for more than I had a relationship with you. So if you don't like it, you can kick fucking rocks.
So Cairo, that you
I
put
mean,
loyalty over respect. I want to hear solo to Leah, but back to you, Cairo. You put loyalty over respect, and most men respect is like air to us. I'll speak for myself, not most men, but so if you put loyalty over respect, and you tell the guy your new you like, hey, flush your respect down the toilet, I'm going to keep this friend number.
But you don't
Again, that
think
got to be a
loyalty is more
conversation.
powerful than respect? Because a person can respect you, but if you go to jail and you have to sit in there, they respect you, but they're not loyal enough to stick it out with you.
When I hear people ask that question, I want to hear other opinions too. But I always thought the answer for me is respect. I don't really need loyalty. You can switch up at any minute. And being amongst our kind of people, specifically the homies, I've seen so many homies backdoor other dates, so-called homeboys. So I don't care for loyalty. It's just my 2 cents. It's my
That's
experience.
not loyalty. Loyalty is like long term. That's why I got the, loyalty, the prefix. Loyalty is like loyalty. You loyal. You can't break. You can't bend that. You are a loyal person. Respect. You can respect you at any time. Then I get mad. I say fuck you.
Yeah, I prefer respect. Though. I'd rather have respect over loyalty.
I would I mean, I don't disagree. I just think that just like I mean, I don't think that you can't have friendships with your exes. I know I'm cool with exes, but I also look at them as a different way. So if I mean I don't talk to them every day. We really just sort of like do business together, sort of, in some capacity. That's probably it. And we probably touch base, like, what's going on, everybody good, you good. And then I don't talk to them for another 3 months or 2 months or whatever. So it's not like, I'm confided in them. Had a day, I had a stressful day at work, so I'm running to them to talk about my day because they make me feel at peace or some shit like that. Like, it's not that deep. We not friends like that. Like, if I have an emergency, I'm not calling them, right? So I just think that it's boundaries. I mean, I just not gonna be that involved, because to me, if I call myself having a relationship with you and to me you're willing to jeopardize that with somebody else, or could call yourself cheating on me, it's very easy for me to just break up with you and never talk to you again. Like, so if you want to jeopardize that and call yourself cheating with your ex, that's completely fine with me. I mean, it's easy for me just to be single again. And to me, I mean, it's no reason that I would say that you need to sort of hide that, because if that's what you want to do, we can just break up. It's not a really big deal in my thing.
But what about, okay, so you saying that if your boyfriend, you was in a relationship with your boyfriend and he cheated on you, it's just easy for you to break up, like give everything up, all the time you got invested, and just break up.
Absolutely.
Oh
I
wow.
you know how much fun I have being single? Like, I be sitting at the house unbothered. Nobody texting my phone, nobody calling me. I have no commitment to nobody. I take care of myself. I don't have to consider his argument or his views on nothing. I'm just by myself, hanging out by myself, going out by myself, traveling by myself, talking to myself. Everything. I don't even have to consider your view on anything. That's ideal for me.
But long-term relationships is not easy work, it's hard work. Retrospectively speaking, if we just want to talk about the prominent people, you have Magic Johnson, he caught HIV. Cookie didn't leave him. You know what I mean? And now they're happy, successful people. Tiny, T.I. went out and had a baby on Tiny. She didn't give up on him. So relationships, like everybody want these relationships. They only see the glamour part of the relationships. They don't necessarily have to see all the hard work and sacrifices people put into that shit. You know, it's not easy. And sometimes people make mistakes. That's when they learn, like, damn, I went and cheated out on my girl. These other females not really with it. I'm just gonna go ahead and be loyal. Like, I'm not about to give up on my partner just because, they went out and had sex with somebody else. I realize, and I'm smart enough to know nobody is perfect. People make mistakes. Nothing in life is easy. You got to put in the work if you want something solid, if you want a solid foundation. And when you stand before that altar and you give your vows, you say, for sickness and work, for good, for bad, till death do us part, as long as we should live. And people just throw that shit out the window. That don't even matter no more. They don't honor that. So that's what it sounds like. People like that say, oh, if he cheat on me, I'm leaving. Sometimes it take a person to fuck up to realize what they have good.
I mean, I think it's certain things that you can do and I could forgive you for, and then there's certain things that you can do that I could never forgive you for, and the betrayal is ultimate, and I
What
couldn't
can't
forgive
you
you for it.
forgive somebody for?
And then the other thing is that if we marry and he go out and cheat, it's not me that broke our vows when I not forgive him and divorce him. It's him that broke our vows when he went out and cheated. So it's not my obligation to forgive him for going out and breaking our vows and our commitment to God. That's just the consequences of his actions. So if cheating is a deal breaker for me, right, and we have probably established that, I'm sure with my husband, he's going to know my deal breakers, and then you decide that you want to tabble on that line because you think I'm playing with you when it relates to my boundaries and my deal breakers. If you willing to risk that or tibble on that line, that's you, but you have consequences to your actions. And so, who am I to then go back on what I consider as a boundary of mine?
Beyonce made a song, and I love this song. And it's pertaining to what we're talking about. It's called Ring the Alarm. And she said everything I agree with. I can't let you go. If I give up everything I own, this person gonna benefit off of all of that shit. Just like that movie. What was that movie that whatchamacallit made? Tyler
Uh,
Perry.
All
with
about
Tahaji.
I knew what you were gonna say before then.
You see how she was, and he really loved her. And he told her,
I
baby, nobody is
100% agree
perfect.
with you. 100%.
And then that woman got him. Then she started to realize now she over there sexually
Yep.
frustrated,
It
horny,
happens all
mad.
the time.
Yeah.
It does.
No, none of us is perfect. Nobody on this planet is perfect. Sometimes, and that's why I tell people, they be like, "Oh, I want to be rich. I want to be this billionaire." They only see the highlights of
Yep.
that person becoming a billionaire. They don't see the
Yeah.
struggle, the sacrifice, the night them motherfuckers was hungry, crying, broke, sleeping on the street. They don't see none of that. We have to go through that. That's why a lot of black women. That's why we always talking about, "Oh, we not married. We the ones that Cincinnati." Them white bitches going through a whole lot in them relationships. A whole lot. They just don't talk about it, but they do because they stand there for that solid foundation and because of them kids. And if you hear their story, you'll be like, damn. You know what I mean? Like, that's just how I feel. I like that song, Ring the Alarm. I'm not about to give up everything I
Hey,
own.
you
So this
cooking
bitch
right
can
now,
get this shit
Kyra. I
off.
agree.
No, it's not that I'm. This is him. This is his
Because I
behavior.
don't want to be sexually frustrated hugging them
This
sheets
is
at night by
see.
myself. Fuck that.
See, I feel like I'm getting. I feel like as the wife that got cheated on, I feel like I'm getting. Where is the focus on what he's done? He's the one. He's the one that's committed the betrayal. Now it's me that's tearing apart our family and doing all of that. I mean, I don't know what the motives were for why these people, these rich people, stay with their husbands after they, committed this ultimate betrayal. But I could assume that it's money,
But
right?
it's
I
not
could assume.
betrayal, it's nature. It's nothing. See, you got to understand the nature of everything. Just like animals have a nature, and you see scientists out there studying the nature of those animals, it's the nature. Like men understand our nature. Men know us better than we know ourselves. But see, we don't understand the nature of a man. And we think, oh, it's cheating. It's not that he's cheating, it's his fucking nature. You got to learn his nature.
Nah, if he's doing this behind my back, is that not
Baby, it's their
betrayal?
nature. I'm telling you.
Is no, I'm just saying if it's in their nature and that's something that we have agreed upon, right? Because if he's doing this behind my back, is that not betrayal? Or am
Because he
I
don't want to hurt you.
twisting?
Thank you,
No, no,
Kyra.
well, I'm asking is that if my husband is doing something behind my back and not telling me about it, not being upfront with me about it, of course this is betrayal,
Okay,
right?
so
So
men don't want to
if
hurt you.
he,
That's like a woman to tell a man,
what
I'm not gonna be mad, just tell me. And he know deep down inside
no,
his
I
soul.
I just don't excuse that from men. Like they're not getting a pass from me because they are going out and not just cheating. Any type of betrayal of the person that they've committed their life to, any type of betrayal against their spouse, and it's not just men, this is women too. Any type of betrayal is not something that somebody should just easily forgive. I mean, if you want to be in a relationship and that's not a deal breaker for you, then that's your option to stay in the relationship. But then you have other people who are saying that if you're willing to do something like that behind my back right now in our marriage, then that's not something that I'm willing to deal with.